why are you spending California tax dollars on a problem in Mexico? And the answer is before us. The reason we do that is before us.
And that answer is we share not only a border with marble monuments with Mexico, we share the air, the water, the land, and the sea. Mexico is generally higher in elevation than California, so naturally what's deposited upstream ends up here. The California Environmental Protection Agency has been involved in environmental efforts along the California-Baja border since 1994 and is making a collaborative effort to make things better. Both states are committed to protecting the environment while restoring and conserving natural resources, but prior years of neglect now cause major problems. The character of the border dates back to the 1500s. The first boundary was set in 1853. In 1971, the first maquiladora laws were passed allowing freer trade. In 1994, NAFTA encouraged the maquiladora industry even more, and the border population swelled. But the infrastructure couldn't keep up and now lacks basic services, including sewage systems, running water, electricity, and solid waste disposal.
The reason I brought you here is to show you that their surf is our surf. The amount of fecal coliform at this point is 10,000 organisms per milliliter of water. The California state limit for recreational use is 1,000.
The cause of the pollution is discharge from the San Antonio de los Buenos wastewater treatment plant, 6 miles south on the coast. The plant is unable to treat most of the waste, so raw sewage runs directly into the sea, leaving a brackish plume of untreated sewage at the shoreline. Prevailing currents push the contamination towards San Diego's Imperial Beach. A steel fence provides little protection from fecal coliform and bacteria entering California.
San Antonio de los Buenos is attempting to upgrade their plant, which is a good thing. However, the population of Tijuana is increasing greatly also. It is expected to double its size by the year 2020. So keeping up with the sewage in Tijuana is going to be a challenge.
Other border issues involve management practices at Mexican landfills. Things like daily cover, liners, and the implementation of recycling programs stand in stark contrast with U.S. methods. Next stop, the El Cerro Centinela tire pile located 9 miles west of Mexicali, only a couple of miles from the California border. There are more than 1 million tires dumped or illegally stored on private land here. Prevailing winds blow northwest directly into the U.S.
Yes, this is so close to communities on both sides of the border that, and given the wind patterns here, that this would have a significant impact on communities on both sides of the border, and so that's why there's concern.
The border tour takes board members and staff to the New River, running north from Mexico to California. The river nearly dead. Phosphates still used in Mexican detergents foam plentifully. 20% of the river is raw sewage spilling into California.
Most of the flow in the New River is agricultural return flows from the Mexicali Valley. But right now we get about anywhere from 5 to 15 million gallons of raw sewage because of the dilapidated wastewater collection system in Mexicali.
The New River flows past the Brawley landfill, where the course of the river has changed, cutting through the bank and into the side of the landfill, exposing solid waste buried many years ago. The Waste Board recently authorized a massive restoration and removal effort to begin.
Well, we estimate it's going to be around $750,000. We're going to be moving 130,000 cubic yards of solid waste, bringing in another 50,000 yards of soil, so we'll be out here 8 to 10 weeks.
The New River and all of its troubles finally ends its journey by flowing into the Salton Sea. The sea is home and a flyover to more than 200 species of birds and waterfowl, including several rare and endangered species. But now a strong friendship has been forged. Mexico and California, the Waste Board and the California Environmental Protection Agency are committed to protecting the environment while enhancing the vitality of the border region.